am Adam Schneider with your SportsTownChicago.com update powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to BeOnAir.com. The Chicago Bears get a big win over the Philadelphia Eagles 24-15 to go up 9-3 in the standings, with the Eagles falling 8-4. Caleb Williams threw for 150 yards, a passing touchdown, and an interception during the game with a 56.9 QB rating. The Chicago Bears are going to Lambeau Field to face the Green Bay Packers. Notable players that didn't practice were Rome Odunze, Tyreek Stevenson, Joe Thuney, and Ruben Hippolyte. The Chicago Bulls fell to the Brooklyn Nets 113-103 at home, making this their 5th straight loss and 11th loss in the last 14 games. The Chicago White Sox signed left-hander Anthony Kay to a 2-year, $12 million contract after his strong 2-year stint in Japan. The Chicago Cubs are rumored to be pursuing a major upgrade. One report suggested that they are targeting Tarik Skubal in a blockbuster trade at bolstering their pitching rotation. The Chicago Blackhawks host the Los Angeles Kings at 9 p.m. Central Time. The Los Angeles Kings are getting Drew Doughty back from an injury in time for the showdown. And the Chicago Wolves in the AHL addressed fan backlash over the recent signing of Cal Foote. The organization insists that it wasn't their decision. The move stirred up controversy and mixed reactions within the community. This has been your SportsTownChicago.com update brought to you by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to BeOnAir.com. Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5th quarter. My name is Adam Slim Schneider.
My forehead look big. My name is Jana Joshua Williams.
Dang man, you're not on par today.
Nah, bro, because it made my forehead look huge, bro.
Oh my god, you know what? Let's just say it. Your forehead's about as big as O'Hare. No, I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
You're not even lying, bro.
Hey man, you said it.
Look at this, bro. Look at this, bro. Like, you're not lying, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Well, anyways, we got a very fun, packed episode for you guys today. We're going to talk a little NFL football, a little bit of the Bears, and maybe the Bengals having a potential comeback. The college basketball season is underway. We'll be checking out the rankings and a upset that happened last night with Minnesota and Indiana. And we're going to be talking a little college football with rivalry weekend games, our reactions to them, and SEC Big Ten championship games. And to end it off, we will be talking a little offside talks here. But you know what? I just want to say, the Bears 9-3, Josh. I can't say I expected it. I can't say I expected this.
Y'all are doing really well, and hopefully it continues when you play the Packers. Honestly, bro, you could win out. You can go 14-3. You could win out. You could beat the Packers. You could beat Packers twice. You could beat the Browns, and you could beat the Lions to end the season. So I think I could win out. Honestly,
I mean, it's gonna be really tough. It's gonna be very tough, all things considered, because. Yeah, we're on a really great high right now, but at the end of the day, I mean, one of these games I can see it being a loss is kind of like a get ourselves back up kind of game. One of those games I'm looking at, as dumb as this might sound, the Browns.
So you think you can lose to the Browns?
Potentially. I mean, they have
I think y'all gonna lose too. Oh, bro. I think if there's one game y'all lose, it's the Browns. I think y'all win every single game. But when it comes to them damn Browns, you're going to find a way to somehow lose. It's like you found some way to lose, by the way, to a Lamarless Baltimore Ravens team. So
where have the Giants have gone? At?
Oh, you see, you can bring up the Giants.
I'll bring up the Giants.
Bring them up. Because if you have this so high mighty season and you fail, don't show up for fifth quarter. I'm on y'all. I'm on y'all.
Hey man, come on.
No, because every time I talk, I want to bring up the Giants. Okay, so if you don't win, I'm on that.
You know what? Who are you? You know what? We'll go just a little off topic here for the NFL football segment. For the draft, who do you think you got going on?
We have the first overall pick. That's what I'm saying. We need the first overall pick, and I think we have a shot at getting
Fernando Mendoza.
And I think
the Indiana quarterback.
I'm okay.
The Giants have drafted.
I'm okay. I don't want him. We don't need him. We have Jackson Dart. We need an O-line. We need an O-lineman. We need a corner. We need another wide receiver. We need a wide receiver.
I mean, you got Wan'Dale Robinson. You got Malik Neighbors, but Malik Neighbors needs to be healthy.
Jalen, bro. I think Jalen. What's his name? Jalen.
Jalen Hyatt.
No, not Jalen Hyatt. I'm talking about the wide receiver for Arizona State.
Oh, Jordan. That's Jordan.
Something.
It's Jordan, but he's projected to go within the top 10.
Yeah, that's what I want. Him. He's a playmaker. I need that. Is his name Jalen or Jordan?
Jordan Tyson.
Yes,
Jordan Tyson.
Him. I need him. I need a wide receiver.
Good.
Him. We need a corner.
We need him.
we need Caleb Downs too. If Caleb Downs falls to us, it's game over. We need Caleb Downs, Jordan Thompson. Jordan Tyson, and we need an O-lineman, and then I'm okay with the draft.
Look. I will say, and we're gonna head to the Bears schedule in a second, but you know what? The Giants, bright future there. As long as Jackson Dart doesn't get concussed again, as long as Cam Scattergood
needs to learn how to slide. And Cam needs to learn how to just not do it. Like, just stop running out with your head.
Cam's leg looked like he just screwed up the cha-cha slide. I hate to say that. Cam, great guy. Shout out to you. Phenomenal, awesome running back. Malik Neighbors, I'd say, again, you got a good core. You do.
That dude's going to be the best receiver in the league.
You think? Let me ask you this. Would he be better than Odell?
You think but Odell was like
he was something
levels though.
But it was that catch that made his career.
Yeah, but there was levels though. He got open.
Oh no, 100%.
No, I'm not gonna lie. But I think Malik has the intangibles to be better than Odell. I haven't seen it yet. But if it happens, yeah.
Kind of going back to what we were talking about before we went off on the Giants. The Bears' schedule is looking like, just by the way we beat the Eagles, it's looking a lot more friendlier than a lot expected. I'd say the Browns, I could see us losing. Quite unfortunate there. I know people are going to be like, oh my God, why the Browns of all the teams? You got the 49ers and the Lions. Like, why? Guys, leave a comment suggesting, like, if the Bears lose one more, which team do you guys think? Would it be the Packers, the Browns, the Niners, or the Lions? Leave a comment. You see, the Bears, it's going to be really interesting going down the road because we have won off of like last-second field goals, last-second touchdown against Cincinnati, which we're going to be talking about in a second here. It's just what makes this team so special, Josh?
I don't. Ain't no special team, man. They're a regular team.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie. Okay. For the Bears standard, man, I ain't gonna lie. I thought y'all should have done this last year when y'all had Keenan Allen. I thought that's when y'all should have done it.
This is what happens when you have Matt Eberflus as your head coach and doesn't know what a timeout is.
Yeah, I thought y'all should have done this last season because y'all started off really well last season. Y'all lost like 9 straight or something.
Speaking of head coaches, what happened to Brian Dabble?
But you can bring him up.
We brought him up to bring him down.
Last time I checked, he's no longer. This happened like weeks ago. So this is past news. And I'm pretty sure he's going to Penn State. Which if he goes to Penn State,
there are rumors and suggesting that he will go to Penn State, or not will, but he might go to Penn State. Excuse me.
I don't care about him, bro.
Hey, Double D was excited for that.
He was a good OC. He's a good OC. It's not a good head coach.
No. And
simple.
talk a little Bengals. ever since they got Joe Burrow back, they look like they're cooking something up down there in Cincinnati.
Burrow, it's because they still have the same team. They just lost their quarterback. It's every year. They have the best offense every year, and they just have nobody on defense. You can't name me one person on defense besides Trey Henderson.
Hey. There's Jordan Battle. They're Bama cornerback. And you know what? How about a little shout out to Eli Apple? I'm kidding. No, that guy was terrible.
Eli Apple was garbage.
He was garbage.
Garbage.
The only reason they lost the Super Bowl.
The only reason he got named he got like spotlight is because of his name, bro.
Good point. But I mean, that defense needs definite improvement in the offseason. They're going to need to go into free agency, draft someone. I mean, we'll see how Shamar Stewart does for the Bengals coming up next year. But I mean, look, it was kind of rough for him.
Shamar should be really good. I like Shamar. I think Shamar should be really, really good.
Former Texas A&M player under the Mike Elko system. And we'll see where it goes with them. But I want to kind of move back on to the Bears. What do the Bears need to do to get a bye week in the playoffs? Yes, I know obviously we got to win, but...
A bye week? Well, let's look at the standings. You are the best team in the NFL. Not the NFL, but you're the best team in the NFC, right? Mm-hmm. Because the Rams just lost. It depends on the Rams' schedules because I feel like right now y'all are in a position where it's like you can win out. Not really win out, but you can lose some games and still be number one. Yeah, you're what are you 9-3, right?
We're 9-3.
You're 9-3. You play the Packers. I think you could beat the Packers. I think if you win 3 of the 5 games, I think you're locked.
Again,
it just depends on the Rams.
And yeah, no, you're absolutely right about the Rams. I mean, the Rams
they had one behind you and they lost against the Panthers. But I don't think moving forward, especially against their record and who they're playing, I don't know if they're playing anybody good. Like I don't know.
They're playing the Arizona Cardinals this upcoming.
Oh, that's free.
Yeah.
Who else? Cowboys.
I mean, the Cowboys. I'll be honest, they're up and coming.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I mean, they started off pretty bad.
Yeah, I just want to see who the Rams play.
They started to click. You got CeeDee Lamb. You got George Pickens.
Yeah, they have a good
like 1-2. You got a good.
They have a good. They have a good 1-2 punch. Right there.
100%. It's like Batman and Robin, except they're both Batman.
They're both Batman.
It's going to be very interesting. The 49ers currently, of all the teams actually in the standings, the Bears have the lowest chance if we lose to make it to the playoffs. We're 71%, but currently we're at 77%. Of all the teams in the NFL, in the NFC, 96% on the Rams, Eagles at 94, Bucks at 83, Seahawks 92, Packers at 89, and then the 49ers as it stands right now is 91. So we need to gain more because the NFC, it seems unnaturally competitive this year in terms of just a few teams. The Bears being one of those. What do you kind of before we get going, we got only a couple minutes here. What do you think the Bears need to do to just keep this momentum going? That's great.
Bro, I don't even know. I just think the Bears are really good. It's just coming for me. Like take it from me. Like the Bears are really good.
Thank you.
They're a really good team. They have everything working for them, even while they have an injured defense. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like their offense is what they need to like. What their offense is what is going to push them to win these next couple of games. Bro. If Caleb can find his stride in the league, this is miles. This is miles above the rest, bro. So I would say Caleb finding his stride, especially against his Packers, because I ain't gonna lie, Michael Parsons is gonna be on y'all. Michael Parsons he's not playing this season. He been doing his thing. You see him twice a year now. I ain't gonna lie. Michael Parsons is the only person you gotta worry about. So if you can make him quick passes to get the ball out of his hands, because if Michael Parsons is running at you, it's only a few old linemen out there that can stop him. And I can't name one old lineman on the Bears that can stop him.
Alrighty, guys. When we come back, we will be talking some college basketball since the season is underway, and we got an interesting upset to talk about. But who do you guys think the team to watch out for in college basketball is? We'll be right back on the fifth quarter on SportsTownChicago.com.
Yeah.
home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Joe's Hot Dogs has been around since 1953, but I promise it's not old news. You don't have to like hot dogs to like Joe's on Plainfield Road in Joliet. Italian beef, hot dogs, shakes, and sides. My family's had a relationship with Joe's Hot Dogs for 3 generations. Golden fries with a tad bit of salt and the perfect amount of crunch come in a bag as big as your hand. And that's just a small. For more on the menu, visit joeshotdogsjoliet.com, bringing that classic Chicago flavor to the suburbs. That's Joe's Hot Dogs across from CVS on Plainfield Road in Joliet.
At the football game, Jim shows the telltale signs of being wasted. He starts flexing for the camera. He refers to his muscles as gunboats. He screams, "How's this for a halftime show?" Jim streaks the field.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many to drive. But what if you've had just one too many to drive? Never underestimate just a few. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Ad Council, and this station.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and Windy City News Radio.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
Baby, that was money. Tell me that wasn't money.
Yo, check us out. We are the go-to guys. I'm your boy Space.
I'm your boy MC.
Check us out every Thursday
from 4 to 5 p.m.
We spitting all facts, all sports, all day.
Yes, sir. Who else you gonna go to in the club?
Lillard, long range three, and it's good!
Keeping you up to date with all the latest sports news.
We are
the go-to guys.
Where else you gonna get all your sports news from?
You know,
SportsTownChicago.com.
St. Patrick's Day, the only day of the year that it's okay to not boo the Boston Celtics. I will show you mercy. SportsTownChicago.com.
All right, guys, welcome back to the fifth quarter. And we're going to start off the segment with Minnesota upsetting the Indiana Hoosiers 73-64. Josh, I'm going to hand this off to you. Hi. The Minnesota Golden Gophers are more or less known for, the football team. They're better in that sport as regards to, the others. This was a massive upset, all things considered, historically for the Hoosiers, who have been just a very good basketball team. Josh, what do you think happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't give you I can't give you like a description of what happened. All I can say was damn. Like damn, they lost. They lost by 9 points to a team that was before this tied for 500. So I can't explain to you how much it's confusing me how they lost this game. But I think personally, they just weren't making their shots. So I think Indy, because I'm looking at the box score right now, and it's just looking like Indy just wasn't hitting on cylinders, bro. Their starting five, only 2 of their starting 5 players had double digits.
Ooh,
Their guard had 3. He had 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Connor had 3 points. Tucker had 9. Reed had 6. So it's looking like they didn't hit on all cylinders. While Minnesota's team, each player starting had double digits.
Okay, yeah, that's
so you know what I'm saying?
That's not good.
That's not good. That's not good, man. And it's looking like half their team did not play. Like
it seems like it.
Half the team did not play. So I don't know.
In the world of basketball, obviously you know this. All 5 need to play.
Right.
It can't be all 2.
they did not play. Like I'm looking at this. Like I kid you not, half the team did not play that game.
Wow.
And for Minnesota, everyone. Well, not everyone played, but the amount of people played. So I don't know.
And looking at the top 25 in the rankings, Syracuse actually beat Tennessee.
Should be there.
They should have gotten votes, but looking at both the AP, the top 25, and the coaches poll,
at least St. John's is there. Shout out St. John's.
Look, Syracuse crickets.
It's pissing me off, bro, because we had a really good game and we beat Tennessee. We beat Tennessee, bro.
They were the number 13 team.
Number 13 team, by the way, that moved down because they were top 10. Now they didn't move down. So
I don't know if these were updated recently, but as of now, it does show that Syracuse didn't even get a lick of a vote,
bro. Like it's crazy, bro. Like
that's tough, bro. That's crazy. That's tough, buddy.
They're only doing that because we lost to Kansas and Iowa State, but those two, but Iowa State is top 10. So like, no, you can't do that, man. You can't do that, bro. Like,
actually, now that I think about it, Kansas isn't even on here either.
They're 21.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking.
It's because
Kansas State.
It's because they lost their best players. Obviously, every year Kansas has a good history for basketball. So like their team, they have a good basketball history. So like they draft NBA players every year. You know what I'm saying
so if we're looking at points overall, right? We're looking at the standings. Well, not the standings. We're looking at the I can't even talk today, man. I've been just stuttering all day, man. You know that. Guys, I have been stuttering all day. I could not get out a single sentence for the longest time. But the current leader for points for most points in a game. 25.1. Kansas State PJ Haggerty.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is he someone to look for? I know it's a pretty obvious question, but
I ain't gonna lie, he's nice, bro.
He's nice.
He's not number one pick nice. Number one pick nice is AJ DeBanza. Oh no, actually it might be Cameron Bruiser right now because he's cooking right now. Oh my god, Duke is 9-0 by the way, but it's Duke. But I might give it to AJ because of the fact that he's doing it with BYU. He's doing well with BYU. He's averaging 20 with BYU right now. So
and just to looking at it from a larger perspective, I did not expect BYU to be a good basketball school.
They threw how much money they threw, bro.
Oh yeah,
they threw bank at him, and it's working, bro. They're 7-1 and they're ranked 9 in the top 10. So.
And looking in terms of looking at rebounders across the league,
right?
Duke Brennan from Villanova, 13.3 rebounds.
Damn.
That's, this guy is literally not letting anyone take the ball. He's just give me that, more money. But yeah, good old Mr. Krabs reference. Just defense, offense. I got 25 points per game is crazy to me on average.
Hey, there's better. I've seen better.
I have too.
Well, in March Madness, I've seen better for sure.
No, but this is regular season.
This is regular season, though. So 25 points per game for a season is crazy.
That is crazy. And then, there's you got a tie for second, which from Tarleton State, you got Dewar Johnson. Then you got Cameron Boozer.
Yeah, because he is raw. He's so raw. His game will translate in the NBA. I believe it. Truly, though.
Is there any Alabama players? Please don't Yeah, crap.
No,
there's not.
They're not.
In terms of assists, I could probably see it.
No, maybe? I think assists might be what's his name? That one dude. I think it might be his brother. I ain't gonna lie.
Not even in the top 50.
It might be Cameron's brother, Caden. Caden might be high in assists. He can pass.
Also just to put it in perspective, Purdue is number 1 again, which should not be a surprise. That's not a surprise.
It's low key not a surprise. It's just that every year they don't do nothing in the playoffs. So it's I don't care.
Well, hey.
Well, last year they made the finals, but it don't matter because they still lost. You weren't beating UConn, bro. How do I tell you? Well, not last year. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you were not beating UConn.
UConn in those 22-23 years were
you're not beating that team.
So you could have. They even lost talent and said, "Oh, that's easy. We'll just win again," and they won again.
Shout out. Shout out Stefan Castle and Donovan Klingen, the two main.
And Dan Hurley, the head coach.
And Dan
of UConn.
Hurley too.
Like,
but it was really Stefan Castle and because they went to UConn and now they're in the NBA doing their thing.
No,
well, Stefan Castle, by the way, rookie of the year. So yeah, that makes sense.
I know this is just a fun little topic I put in here, but March Madness. I mean, got to get down
Love
to
the
madness.
history.
The history. I mean, we're doing a little outlook here. Obviously, way too early to say. Obviously, you got your teams. You got Purdue. You got Bama.
I just wish there's upsets.
Syracuse for sure is making it.
Oh yeah, and we need our respect, man. What we doing, bro?
St. John's is making it, obviously. Too.
Yeah, obviously.
No
clear as day. They made it last year, but they didn't go too far.
I like Syracuse. I know for you guys, at least from what I've seen, I could be wrong here, but it seems like Syracuse has been kind of up and down recently.
Yeah, I think we're like 6-4. Yeah, we had some bad losses because we played really good teams who are ranked. But then we bounced back with the win against Tennessee, so we're gonna ride that wave. So however much more wins we get. So,
And
I respect it.
March Madness, I obviously Bama. I'm forever Crimson Tide fan. For those I've said this. I know I've said this a lot, but that is my alma mater. I graduated from the University of Alabama in August, so rolled Tide all the way to the end. So I think Bama is going to make it. I mean, we're number 12 in the nation. We lost to Gonzaga, sadly. Iowa State. I don't know. Iowa State. They're good. They're really good. But I guess here's my big question. Every time you watch March Madness, right?
Right.
What have they done? What have they done to get further than the Sweet 16?
Who? Bama?
No, Iowa State. I should have probably phrased that. Yeah, Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Can you think of anything?
Hell no.
I got. Just to clarify, we got nothing against Iowa State here.
No hate to Iowa State.
We're not hating on them. It's just
they just don't do much, bro.
Yeah, no, they're great.
At least for me, they don't do much. I don't like. Okay, I say Iowa State is better than Iowa for sure, basketball wise. They've always had the advantage. And that rivalry is always hit. I mean, for sure, but
Iowa State. It doesn't matter. Their football rivalry is really fun to watch.
They got a women's basketball team that's good.
The women's basketball team's really good.
Really good. Shout out
Caitlin Clark.
Shout out
Caitlin Clark went there.
Caitlin Clark. No, she went to Iowa.
She went to
Iowa State.
I said Iowa, right?
It was Iowa, not Iowa State. Iowa State is shout out to the women's team. Iowa State. Audie Crooks, she's like the best women's basketball player right now.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
No, I'm not even joking. She's ranked 1. They have her ranked 1. She's really good.
No.
She's really good.
Overall, Iowa is known for the wrestling program. They really are. They've produced some good wrestlers over the years. But kind of circling back to the NCAA March Madness. I know again, way too early, but Michigan State. Tom Izzo, their team is looking good again.
They always make deep runs.
That's
just the name of the game, bro.
I mean, it's just ever since 2000, ever since they made a couple of finals. They made it to
they have a good team.
2013, they made it. They lost to Louisville, but they got vacated.
They have a good team, bro.
They do.
I remember when they upset Duke in the first round, bro. 2019. The Zion, RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish team. They upset them first round. And that was good. That was good.
And he takes on who we think might win March Madness potentially. I know, again, way too early. This is just for fun here.
I have a feeling that Houston might go back.
Houston,
to
really?
The finals.
Houston?
I think Houston might go back to the finals.
Okay.
I have a really good huge take that. All right. I see bro right behind me.
Look at bro
right behind me.
Hey, shout out to the ZX show. Go watch them. He is really good host. Watch the ZX show. We will be actually helping out with that next door very soon. But
yeah, though, I think it's really Houston. I like Houston. I like Duke. I really like Duke this year. And a sleeper pick is Arizona. Watch out for Arizona. Very sleeper pick, but I think Arizona has a shot to go get back to dominance. Obviously, UConn's always in the mix. And Michigan,
when we come back, we will be talking about some college football. The bowl games are about to be set. We're going to look at some projections and the Lane Kiffin fallout from Ole Miss. right here on the fifth quarter on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
Red Black!
SportsTownChicago.com.
Take that exit and get to the Southern Cafe, home of the Nasty Biscuit on Roselle Road in Roselle. Get over there and try the chicken fried chicken biscuit made with the Southern Cafe's house-made drop biscuit with buttermilk chicken fried chicken smothered in country gravy, topped with shredded cheddar and crumbled hickory smoked bacon. I always say that when you go to the Southern Cafe, you come out with 2 meals with the heaping amounts of food they serve you in every meal. I love to go to a place with outdoor seating. The Southern Cafe has a great outdoor seating area to help social distance, and I get to enjoy my breakfast outdoors. Open 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. to give you plenty of time to grab an amazing breakfast or lunch. Now get your butt over to the Southern Cafe on Roselle Road.
Hello?
It's speed walking day.
Dorothy? You're breaking up.
Did I mention we'd be slowing down when we pass the court where those fine brothers play ball?
I heard that. Reduce your risk of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Get active, eat right, and maybe even run into Mr. Right. Isn't sisterhood beautiful? For more information, go to everydaychoices.org. Brought to you by the American Cancer Society, the American Diabetes Association, the American Heart Association, the Ad Council, and this station.
Alert! Alert! Be gone, maxed out credit cards, overdue loans, suffocating interest rates, and relentless collection agencies. If your credit rating is making you and others around you cringe, there's only one thing to do, and that's to turn to the professionals at Creative Credit Solutions. Even if your credit is less than perfect, we'll help you get back on track. You can do it, and we can help. Call today or visit CreativeCreditSolutions.net for your free credit check report.
Blow the whistle on SportsTownChicago.com. Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. as we talk NFL.
The game plan was really sound.
In the quarterback league, it has been, it still is.
Franchise-defining quarterbacks.
College football.
Will Jim Harbaugh make it through the season as Michigan's head coach?
Some more Big Ten talk.
And here's some things you wouldn't expect.
I would have never expected that.
Get all of that and more on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
Back to your home for sports.
Here's your SportsTownChicago.com.
At 5:58, I'm Adam Nader with your SportsTownChicago.com update. Powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to beonair.com. The governing body for the FBS approved a new rule that there will only be one transfer portal window each year starting January 2nd up until January 16th. The Chicago Cubs core players Sia Suzuki, Ian Happ, Nico Horner, and right-hander Jameson Taillon all have contracts expiring in 2026. The Cubs are prioritizing pitching depth this offseason. They have $50 to $60 million in payroll flexibility for 2026. The Cubs have added several several players on their roster. Right-hander Riley Martin, infielders Pedro Ramirez, and James Triantos. The Illinois Fighting Illini beat Northwestern 20-13 in a snowy, hard-fought rivalry game at home. Luke Altmaier went 10 of 15 for 136 yards in what may have been his final game as a Fighting Illini. Darius Slay has opted not to join the Buffalo Bills off of waivers to determine whether he retires or continues to play football. The Dallas Cowboys go to Detroit to play the Detroit Lions tonight on Thursday Night Football at 7:15 p.m. tonight. You can watch the game with a subscription on Amazon Prime. And this has been your SportsTownChicago.com update brought to you by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to beonair.com. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the fifth quarter. We have an awesome guest here with us. tell everyone who you are.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Matt. I am one of the hosts of the Don Lee Sports Talk show that'll be going on later on tonight. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Of course, you always have us on, and it's great to return the favor, man.
Thank you, sir.
So we are actually on the college football segment of the fifth quarter. We got rivalry games or the championship games. I should have probably changed that a little bit. But, you know, we got some big games coming up here. We got the SEC championship game in Atlanta, Alabama versus Georgia. We also got a very fun game in the Big Ten championship, Ohio State versus Indiana. So, Matt, I'm going to start with you for the Big Ten championship game here. This is going to be a big test to Indiana to see if they can beat the Ohio State right now. What does Ohio State need to do in order to come out successful in the win?
I think that they need to view this game as any other playoff game at this moment, which I don't necessarily think they might be doing. I think this game means a lot more to Indiana than it does to Ohio State. Ohio State coming off of their national championship last year. They beat Michigan. They've already had a lot of highs this year. Indiana is still looking to prove themselves, and who better than against the Ohio State Buckeyes? So, I mean, I think they just need to, kind of cancel out the noise of some of these distractions that have been going on, especially this week with, Brian Hartline leaving for USF, the recruiting battle with Chris Henry Jr.
Oh, yeah.
I think all in all, I think Ohio State has the positional talent at basically every position, maybe outside of offensive line, but even that is still very good. So I think they just need to, do what they've been doing the entire year.
And, Brian Hartline, losing him to the USF, it's going to be painful going down the road, but he's going to be sticking with you through this title run, I think.
He is, yeah. He told Ryan Day that he'll be with Ohio State throughout the playoffs, and then whenever Ohio State season ends, then he'll go and take on his USF responsibilities.
Josh, I want to ask you, for that great response. Indiana, they have Fernando Mendoza. They got a bunch of guys looking to prove themselves outside of him. And I think with Ohio State, you got a lot of proven guys who are going to basically, I think, win this game. Oh, thank you. Shout out to Shantae. Thank you.
She always wants you to take two.
Yes, she does. Take two, forever two. Well,
what? Forever two.
I'm sorry. I was trying to think of. Sorry. I was trying to think of something cool off the top of my head. That did not work out well. Anyways, Josh, what does Ohio State, or you know what? No. What does Indiana have to do to come out on top of
everything? Literally everything. Where you're playing Ohio State, you have to do everything to beat them because they're the poster child of a football team. What a football team is supposed to look like. They have everything checked off. There's no flaws in that team. So if the Indiana wants to even come close, I'm saying even come close to them, they have to match the intensity that Ohio State's going to bring, because Ohio State's always going to bring intensity. They got to match that, and they got to up it because of the simple fact that it's Ohio State. If you want to win, you got to play. If they play at 100%, you got to play 200%. You got to really put all your energy to beat this team because they're the best team in football right now.
No, and I absolutely agree. And this just kind of comes to show it's going to be the battle of wills in this game. Ohio State very much has the upper hand on this. I mean, either upper hand or uppercut. So we'll see. I mean, Matt, what do you have?
If you're going to go positional group here, I think one of Indiana's biggest strengths is their defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
Where Ohio State's one of their biggest weaknesses is particularly the right side of their offensive line. Julian Sain didn't have a scratch on his jersey in the Michigan game. And I feel like if you really want to put some pressure on Ohio State and put them in a situation they haven't been in the entire year, that pressure needs to break through the O-line for Indiana. Put some pressure on Sain. And we've seen Sain make some mistakes when he has to roll out and make some decisions, especially when his two primary receivers aren't open. He's prone to throw an interception here or there. So if Indiana can put that pressure on Julian Sain and force him maybe into throwing some bad balls there, who knows? That could be huge momentum swingers and, get some points for Indiana in the process.
And, before we move on to the SEC title game, which I'm a little nervous about, with the fact that one of the little statistics that showed up during the game, Michigan was up 6 points, and it said that was the most points on a lead that Ohio State got against all year. That it just shows a testament to Ohio State's talent, hard work, and I mean not just that, just the overall just going back to the talent part. Had a little stroke there, but it's just amazing what Ryan Day could do, and also Brian Hartline just putting these guys together offensively and just saying, "Hey, beat these guys up."
Yeah, and a lot of times, especially with that defense, part of not having those big leads is having the incredible defense that Ohio State does. You've seen this throughout the year where those opening drives for the opposing teams will usually be scripted, and they'll usually result in a field goal. And at that point, Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator for Ohio State, can then make some adjustments, and the other team will usually be happy to get another field goal the rest of the game.
Absolutely.
If not another touchdown. So, you really got to out-scheme Matt Patricia as a defensive mind here if you're offensively thinking for Indiana. But I think, they're the one team outside of Georgia, I'd say, and Alabama to an extent that I think should really scare Ohio State in this postseason is Indiana.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we head on to the SEC title game, I mean, and like you said with Matt Patricia, you got to really out-scheme him. And I got to say, in chess, because that's what football is, you got to outplay the other guy. But if you're looking to really out-scheme him, you can't be taking this regularly this is kind of a not a walk in the park, obviously not, but you can't think 8 moves ahead. When it's Matt Patricia, it's 16 moves ahead. You got to think more, think twice, put in that extra 10%, 110% in order to actually put even just a reasonable amount of points on that Ohio State defense. And if Alabama has it to where we're going against you guys, I'm actually kind of scared. I'm not going to lie. I'm really not going to lie. So with that being said, the SEC title game in Atlanta, the Alabama Crimson Tide are taking on the Georgia Bulldogs for the title win in Atlanta for the SEC. So, Josh, I'm going to start with you here. What if we're looking at Alabama from this standpoint? Yes, a little tad bit bias here. What does Alabama need to do in order to prevail against Georgia again?
I like how you said again. I like how you added it again. What y'all need to do is, man, y'all gotta stop the run. That's the first thing y'all need to do. That's the first thing I would say y'all need to do. Stop the run. Then I would say you got a good quarterback, man. Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson. He 1-on-1. He 1-on-1. I would say he needs to be on target. Because Georgia has a really good defense.
They do.
They have a really good defense. So he needs to be on target. He needs to hit all his throws. He needs to be on money. The ball needs to be on the money, bro.
Money.
Because if it's
money.
Because if it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a scary day. So I would say one, Ty got to be on point, and y'all got to stop the running. I don't stop the running.
I mean,
it's scary.
The run, unfortunately, we have a non-existent run game, which is kind of what's doomed us in the 2 losses that we've had. So, Matt, I'm going to ask you this question. What does Georgia need to do to beat the Crimson Tide?
I think what Georgia needs to do here is they really need to, kind of going back to what I was saying about what Indiana needs to do with Ohio State, I think you asked what Alabama has to do or what Georgia has to do?
Georgia.
What Georgia has to do, that's what I was thinking. So Georgia has to apply that pressure to Ty Simpson and really make him uncomfortable in this game. You've seen throughout the season that not only in those couple losses that Alabama's had, but also in those kind of abnormally close games that I think maybe they should have probably pulled away by a little bit more. You see a little bit of inconsistency and a lack of ability to hit some key plays, especially in the middle parts of the game. I think Alabama does a really good job of pulling away at the end and really sealing games, especially in those that they've won. But it's that domination in the not only the middle 8 of the game, but those second and third quarters as well. Taking that lead and not really looking back, because I think this is a much more talent equated game than a lot of people are giving it. People are saying, well, even though Alabama won against Georgia's looking like the better team now. I've heard some people say that. I don't think Georgia's looking all that great this year, considering how many close games they've played against some bad teams. And so both teams, I think that's their issue, is they're not able to put away games until late. And then it just kind of comes down to that last possession, whose defense is able to hold more.
I mean, that's a fantastic point. I mean, both these teams are powerhouses in the SEC, so this is gonna be a close game. I know last time I had to say this, but with the Iron Bowl, I pointed out that that Bama would win by a touchdown. This would be that was a very close game. Actually went to the end. We got lucky with the fumble, but kind of going back to the point with Georgia, this again will be a very close game, even tighter game, because the last time we beat Georgia was 24-21 in Athens. But again, tides can turn, little pun intended. But we'll see. I mean, you never know what happens with these championship games. It can go, one way to the other. The pendulum swings on momentum one way or the other. You never know.
Got a question for you, being an SEC guy. Why does Georgia always get basically a home game in the SEC championship? Why can't they put it somewhere else? Like, they got a dome in New Orleans. Like, why is it always in Atlanta?
Talk to Greg Sankey about that. Talk to the commissioner of the SEC.
Get a hold of him for years at this point.
And before we head off onto our last segment, Lane Kiffin goes to LSU. A little turmoil in Ole Miss. So I want to get both of your guys' reaction on this. Ole Miss was kind of a mid-tier team before Kiffin got there. Kiffin comes, they become a top 4 team in the SEC almost year by year. So he leaves on a pretty poor note, unfortunately. But for Ole Miss fans, what do they have to look for in Pete Golding? Matt, I'll start with you.
That's a great question. I think first they need to understand is Golding going to be the answer? Now, I'll ask you this: Have they announced, is he going to be the remaining coach, or are we saying just for the rest of the playoffs?
It's just for the rest of the playoffs for now. I should have phrased that.
So no, that's okay. So I think really what they need to do is, I think this galvanizes Ole Miss a little bit because it's a great motivating factor. You've already gotten to this point in the season where you've made the playoffs, and now it's like, okay, how can we get that next extra edge? Well, your head coach just left for a program in your conference that he's basically signaling he thinks is better in some way. I think Golding needs to harness that, use that as a chip on the shoulder of Ole Miss, but I think he also needs to, as a defensive mind, I think basically whoever it is that he matches up against and whatever seed that Ole Miss gets, I think they essentially just need to continue those strong game plans that they've had for each of their opponents, but really hone in on the fact that this is, kind of the last dance with this group that your coach has already abandoned you for.
Oh, yeah.
And really have his players go all out in making that effort to show that, hey, we didn't need you, Lane Kiffin. And Lane Kiffin still, after this season, will have never won still a college football playoff game as the head coach of a team. So, show what he's missing.
Did you say show what he's all missing?
Oh, I didn't, but that's good. Show what he's all missing.
Show what he's. I thought you said that. I'm like, that's brilliant. Josh, what are your reactions on this whole Lane Kiffin debacle?
Money is good, man. Money is good. Money is powerful, man. Because it's like, bro, he left that team to go to that team. But you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like LSU was, they weren't better. They wasn't better than Ole Miss this year. But they have better culture. So I can understand they have a better system. I can understand why he went there. But like, I ain't gonna lie. Like respectfully, like I don't get why. I don't know why he did it. But Ole Miss, all I can say for Ole Miss, they have like what Matt said, they have a chip on their shoulder, and I feel like they could use that aggression against any team that they match up against the playoffs and shut them down because they are a good defensive team. I think they could shut the team. They could shut some teams down. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's that's also really good. And also, last thing I will say, it's if LSU did not have to pay off Ed Orgeron and Brian Kelly. Thank you. Imagine how much bigger that contract would have been, as well as the NIL money heading that way. Guys, let me ask you guys a question.
How much you got paid?
$91 million for 7 years.
For 7 years?
Yeah, that
he would have got.
How much do you guys think he would have been paid?
He would have got over $120 million. Stamp him.
Alrighty, guys. When we come back, we will be going a little bit off the rails. That's crazy. I meant to say offside talks. Sorry, guys. That is not our. We're going on offside talks right. Sorry, Nick. Please don't sue us. Right here on SportsTownChicago.com.
SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Hey, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Daddy, when you look at me, I can see your wheels turning. About what am I going to be when I grow up? A Major League West baseman? Maybe a point guard for the national team.
The odds of a child becoming a professional athlete are 1 in 16,000. Far-fetched? Maybe. But did you know the odds of a child being diagnosed with autism are 1 in 166? That's right, 1 in 166. To learn the signs of autism, go to autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Go to Lux Barbershop for the best barbers and stylists in Plainfield, Illinois. I go there when I have an important event, date, or I just want to look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs.
Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to the final leg of the race here on the 5th quarter. And we're going to go a little offside talks here. We're going to just talk about kind of whatever we want. You know, just kind of a little chill, talk about whatever we want. So, what's up, guys? I'm doing all right. Thank you. So, how are we doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
I can't complain. Josh, how are you doing, man?
I'm great.
That's great. Anyway, no, I'm kidding.
Great spirits, bro.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw you outside arguing with Nadim and them earlier.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it. Okay, so, oh, my God. All right, so we were having a conversation about...
Talking?
First, it was about New York versus Chicago because they're just so Chicago, and I'm so New York. So it's like we're having a big back and forth.
New York.
But then we dumped it down to a different conversation in terms of basketball, and it was top 5 one-on-one players ever.
Okay.
And my list is very self-explanatory because I have players that I just think if you put them in a one-on-one setting, it's easier for them to thrive. I had KD at 1. I think it's self-explanatory. KD, this my number 2 is where it's like, what, really? But it's like kind of weird. Michael Beasley is my 2. Michael Beasley, it's crazy as it sounds, but you can get it like a one-on-one. My 3 is obviously Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I think Jordan, like one-on-one, was really nice. He could get a bucket. My 4 is Melo. Carmelo Anthony is one of the best one-on-one scorers ever. And my 5 is James Harden. Oh, no, my 5 is, well, it is Harden / PG.
Clint Capella?
It's PG. All right.
that was
you know what I'm saying?
That was if you Matt, for reference, we were on for the ZX show, the season 3 finale. Him and Alex were going back and forth. Did you hear about this?
I think I was a part of it. I think they wrote me in after the fact.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, you were the 4th guy.
Well, he was just kind of trolling you the whole time.
I was getting trolled.
He actually put Clint Capella in the clickbait.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It was trolling me the whole time, bro.
Yeah, no, like he's Alex. One of the lines he said, he was like, you know, I got to thank my Lord and Savior Clint Capella.
I was like, yeah, you're crazy.
I mean, look, actually, you want to talk about how you just beat Alex?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I had to fry him. He was talking crazy. I was like, bro, you know who I am, bro. And we're having a student versus staff basketball game. Not a lot of people know this, but it's happening December 27th, y'all. December 27th this year. You know what I'm saying? Student versus basketball game. Y'all be ready. I'm dropping 50 on everybody who guards me. Anybody that guards me, you're getting 50.
I mean, look, I want to talk about my part because I was recording the whole thing, so I got all the proof I need, and plus I watched it. So, Alex was outscored 22-9 in 2 games that were up to 11. So it was best of 3. He won. He hit one of my parlays, 11-5. So I can't complain here. I wish I would have.
Next game he lost 11-3, but it's gonna say 11-4. He lost 11-3.
You know, looking back on it, I think he did lose 11-3.
He lost 11-3.
I think he just wanted to pad the stats a little bit.
The stats a little bit. It really lost 20. It was really 22-8.
No, I mean,
whatever.
No, we were. I forgot where we were, but we were at. Was it Jefferson Park?
Well, some park in Jefferson Park.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I gotta say, I know Alex. We were doing the pregame warm ups. The score was to 5. It was me versus him. I won 5-4. But yeah, literally the first move he made, I did the full splits.
Oh, he got you.
He got me.
He put you on skates.
Bro. Hey, but you know what? I made up for it and I won. So if I lost, I can't show my face right now.
That would have been going on in the highlight package after the fact.
No, that would have, but it wasn't recorded. Funny enough.
The hypothetical highlight package that would have been leading if he did beat you.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's the story of the game with that one.
Do you know? Look. I was able to rebound. I rebounded like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, you know what? I got this. I got this in the bag.
Nice.
He poo-poo garbage, and I just...
That's some D1 trash talk right there.
That is some D1 trash talk, even though I graduated. Oh, wait, no, Alabama. I got a question to ask you. Can you have me back as a graduate? I'll play on the basketball team. I'll be a bench warmer, water boy. Actually, you know what? I'm better than Mark Sears. No, I'm kidding. That's no way.
You could be Con for McNeese State. Remember that guy?
Oh,
the manager.
I remember you talking about
Swaggy manager.
Yeah.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, he comes out with the boombox.
Yeah.
I can see Adam being.
He used to play in and out by left foot every time, bro.
All right, coach. What's the game plan? Play some ball. No, Josh. Honestly, we should have McNeese hire you as their head coach.
I'm okay,
but you don't want to go to Louisiana.
Hey, I like
St.
Louisiana.
Charles, Louisiana.
Shout out Louisiana, but I'm okay. I don't want to deal with McNeese. They're good. They have a good basketball program. Well, it's developing. I would say developing.
I'm gonna banish you to the Maine Bears basketball team.
Maine Bears.
You're gonna go. Not only are you going to Maine,
I want to go. Truly, the basketball team I want to go to. Like, I want to watch. I need to watch me.
Syracuse.
Well, that's clear as day. I already watched the Syracuse game. I ain't gonna lie.
They beat. Is that a thing in New York or a lot of? There's like one of the primary college basketball teams. Is it Syracuse usually?
Syracuse and St. John's.
Because St. John's football teams.
But St. John's is like really good now. Back in the day.
Yeah, because of Pitino.
Yeah, Pitino. He changed the game.
The football team actually went deceased. They went out of commission in 2003, I believe.
Oh, did they?
No, I promise you, they're okay.
They're not good. They were not. When they weren't around, they weren't good.
No. St. John's is still there, guys.
Where did they even play?
St. John's. All right.
What field did they play?
Man, it's been a long day.
They didn't play at the Meadowlands.
They got a nice basketball court. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That gym is amazing.
Oh yeah, you said you played there at St. John's.
Yeah, that gym is great. Like really good gym.
Actually, you know what's crazy? Kind of speaking with basketball schools that don't have a football team. Gonzaga. They used to have a football team. They did.
Did they really? Wow.
Yep. And then World War II happened. They had to defund the team. Now they're just straight up basketball.
And I mean, probably for the better, especially now in the NIL era when they just can use their NIL fund to go to basketball.
All things considered, they would have been a group of 5. They still, they are now. Pac-12 is like, hey, you should head on over.
They could have been like a Villanova where they're playing in the FCS.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was.
That's true. But there's a reason. There is a reason why Gonzaga is going to the quote unquote Pac-12. I put that in quotation marks because they're a group of 6 conference now.
Yeah.
We're never
the Mountain West.
It's the upgraded Mountain West. That UNLV should have gone, but Dan Mullen, man, why didn't you take that opportunity to go to the Pac-12, man? Come on, you were a Florida head coach. Kind of poo-pooed the program a little bit. Got a second chance to redeem yourself, and goes to UNLV, and UNLV is going to be like, nah, Mountain West is way better. If you're looking at just the name alone, Pac-12 will get you money.
Oh, yeah.
Branding is everything.
Yeah, but at the same time, Pac-12, who do you, like, if you close your eyes and just think Pac-12, what's the first team that comes to your mind?
None of them, because they're all gone. No, probably Oregon.
Okay, there you go. They're gone. USC, gone. UCLA, gone. I feel like the brand doesn't really mean as much when it's, Oregon State and Washington State, but I see where you're saying that like they definitely could get something from just the fact that like old Pac-12, like historical relevance, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and Josh, I gotta say, even with these new schools going into the Pac-12, jeez, what do you guys? What do you think? Okay.
It's okay, bro. Take your time. Take your time, bro.
It's like SpongeBob. It's okay. Take your time. No, the Pac-12 isn't the same, but the Pac-12 after dark isn't going to be the same. It's like because that culture in and of itself, Nick, I know you hate that word, but the Pac-12 overall at after dark with Oregon going against USC, I mean, come on, that's a great game to watch at night.
Yeah, and I mean, in some ways, it still lives on in spirit. They're still playing games on the West Coast, even if they're in the Big Ten.
It's the Big Ten after dark. It's not the same.
No, that's
it's not the
They'll
same.
never exist, but Ohio State doesn't know what that is because they're always on Big Noon.
Man, that's
Had to
true.
throw
That's
my little
true.
shot into Big Noon there.
We're at the big 11 a.m. sometimes, but I mean, I don't know. I think the smaller schools should take the 11 a.m. slot just for more recognition, just to kind of put their name out there. Josh, I want to ask you this: with college football being as it is now, NIL, you got these big schools. Is there any chance that any group of five, could maybe put somewhat of a competition with them in terms of money?
Money?
Yeah.
Do you mean like money added to the conference, or
like NIL in terms of recruitment?
No.
Well, damn.
No. I'm just being honest.
I mean, what I was saying, somewhat, just even a little bit, because
are we saying the top level of the group of five with the bottom level of the?
Yeah, we could do that. I mean,
and by power did you say Big Ten, or did you say
What other conferences?
You know what? Let me rephrase.
What are we comparing? What are we comparing the group 5 to?
You made a really good point. I'm going to rephrase the question. So the top echelon of the group of five versus the bottom of the Power Five. Where can these group of five schools compete with these lower Power Four conferences when it comes to NIL? I think there is just a subtle chance. It's not a big one, but you still got somewhat of a chance.
Well, I think so. I think, for example, Tulane could have a bigger NIL fund than Boston College. But, at the same time, I don't think that's really what they're shooting for when they think of, Power 4 conference. Technically, Boston College is in the ACC, but, they went, 1-11, 2-10, something like that. So
legendary record.
They'll never get to the point of hanging with, Bama and Ohio State and LSU and all that. But,
no.
I think they could still make somewhat of a competitive difference, and they could probably, their ceiling would be maybe just below mid Power 4 in terms of their NIL, but I don't think they'll ever be able to hang with the big boys.
No, I mean, in terms of lower tiered FBS Power 4 schools, if I had to choose between Kentucky and a Tulane or a Memphis, I would go with the Tulane and Memphis. Here's the reason why.
For football?
Yeah. I know, and hear me out. If you look at the way the college football playoffs are now bracketed, you're guaranteed a spot as a group of five school. Now, which one would that be? That is to be determined. But I'd say you have a way better chance as a top tier FBS group of five school than you do as a Kentucky.
Yeah, but let me pose a counter argument to that.
Okay.
If you're going on the group of six or whatever they are now, but the lower level, if you're going with them, you basically not only have to win your conference, you have to be the best conference champion of all of those conferences. Whereas if you're a Kentucky, you just got to win 10 games, and you're probably going to be in as an SEC 10-win team. Depending on who you lose to and how close it is. I think the barrier for entry, if you're there, 10 wins you're in versus, hey, we basically got to be the best team of this group.
And I'll do another counter argument. What are the odds that Kentucky even gets 6 wins?
That's true. I agree. Kentucky's not going to get that. But at the same time, if you had the right pieces in place, look at Vanderbilt. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but they're right there. They got a chance. So, and if Vanderbilt can do it, I think Kentucky can as well. It wasn't too long ago. Kentucky was 10-2 themselves.
Mark Stoops got fired.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. Anyways, guys, this is going to wrap up this week's episode of the fifth quarter here Thursdays 3 to 4 normally. But we had to push it back because we had stuff to do. So, with that being said, where can everyone find you on social media?
For me, it's on Twitter at Matt_D14.
Josh?
For me, it's _Gangon with 5 O's on Instagram.
For me, it is on Instagram, Slim_SHNADY, Slim_Schnady on the Instagrams. Guys, have a fantastic weekend and stay tuned for next week's episode because it is the season finale of season 2 of the fifth quarter. Good night, Chicagoland.